Sorry about that, everybody. Thought my mic was still on mute. Let's get back to action here as we're here at the finals down in the Beal Center in Chesterfield Valley, Missouri, as your Rockwood Thunder 16 white set to take on that Titanium again as Jane will get the first kill. And she's leading the way this tournament with, that'll be her 31st kill of the tournament. Doubled up over the rest of the crowd. Actually, I think we might have 17 and 15. So the girls are doing a great job from the pins in the middle, putting that ball down. That's going to go off the high hands. Girls come together, and Allie does a nice job of keeping that in play. For us to regroup, Kayla gets it up. Allie's going to send it back out to Jane. Jane tips it over the block and down. Off to the quick 2-0 lead. What you wanted to see is this Titanium team fought through the other side of the bracket, being number 2 in our pool. Came out victorious and met us here in the finals. That swing cross court picked up by Reagan. Allie finds the back set. Blocked at the net. Great effort by Reagan. But that will fall on our side and take us to 2-1. There's a freebie taking us 3-1. And that'll put Jane back behind the line. See if she can go on a nice little run here, get us started off good. She'll send it down the right side, blocked defensively and nowhere, as she'll record the ace and the 4th point of the match. It's just time she goes cross court. Setter's going to give it over to the right side, cross court. Jane with a diving dig. Picked up, and the girls keep it in play. From the right side, from the outside, Allie has to play it. Reagan with the out of system. Greta will send it across. Everybody regroups, tipped at the middle. Diving effort by Reagan. Got a hand on it, but wasn't high enough for Allie to make a play on it. So we'll reset here at 4-2. Girls doing a great job of making sure things don't hit the floor. And as I say that, there's one that goes right in the donut hole. Cuts that lead to 1. It's 4-3. As the 15's goal bracket final game is going on behind me here. Lots of noise being made over in that court. This one comes back left corner. Greta gets it to Allie. Back sets it all the way over to Kayla. Kayla will find the back right corner. Stretches that lead now to 2. If your memories are short, we met this Titanium team in our second match of the pool bracket, our pool play. And we had a really nice first set, putting it on them pretty good, and then ended up in a tight one down the stretch on the second set and ended up losing it. The only set we dropped through pool play. So we definitely want to see them get out strong and early and get up ahead of this Titanium team, as their right side actually has a pretty good swing at it. Pushed over to the outside, tipped over. Allie's there. Cam will get it over to Kayla. Kayla goes over the block, into the net and down. As their back row sent that one too tight to the net, and that'll be a kill for Kayla. 7-3 now your score, with Rockwood's going up on them. Tough pass. There's a double, and this up ref's been all over those, and he made a good call. I see we match the 8. I don't see the other side, but Cam will send one screaming down the right side. Setter's going to get it over to the outside, over the block, down in that coffin corner, and a point for Titanium. Good job by Greta to fight that one off, and Zoe sends it back middle. From the right side, Jane has that one up to Allie, pushes it over to Greta. Greta tips it up and over the block. Good effort for a pancake there, but no success as Greta will get the kill. And we'll see Olivia come in. Screamer just over the net. Tough one for the setter to get over to. And Jane's going to let that one go. Oh. The up ref's going to agree with her. I don't have the greatest of angles, but that one did look like it was out to me. But we'll give this young lady the benefit of the doubt. She has a better look at it than I did. We're at the Dolly Parton score of 9-5 in favor of your Rockwood Thunder. Reagan up to Olivia. Olivia is going to find Greta. She'll dump it over. From the outside, tipped over. Jane runs it down. Gets some help from Zoe. And we'll knock it over and regroup. And there's a really tough swing from their middle, as she found her way around the block, and Reagan unable to make that kind of an adjustment and get to it. Brings our score to 9-6. Jane will handle that one nicely. Olivia gets it to Delaney. Delaney tips it up and over the block. Keeping them off guard as we're swinging hard and then doing some dumping. They're selling out for that block and leaving that dump wide open. Girls playing some smart volleyball right now. Greta serve goes short to the right side. Quick set to the middle. She was all over the net, but they're not going to call it, and she'll get the kill. Takes us to 10-7. That could have been the ball hit it, but it sure did look like her hand came down. That's where having that instant replay that they have at the college level would be nice. That's going to sail long. And there's where we say the ball don't lie. So yours truly, your humble announcer, was probably right in that observation of her hitting the net. Reagan will send this one towards the libero. It's going to spray a little bit. Tipped over. Reagan read it. She's there. Olivia's got it to Jane, who dumps it over the block. Dumped over again. This time Delaney powers that one through and tools the block for the kill. Reagan serving, 12-7 the lead. That one off the hands. Great job by Greta to run it down. Olivia finds Jane. Jane's going to tool that off the block and get the kill. As the titanium thing, they got the stuff block, but it went out of bounds. It went a little side left. Reagan another one towards that right corner. From their right side, and she took a big swing at it and got the kill. The lead is 13-8. I'm assuming we're going to go to 25, but we'll see. And that one went pretty long, as I think that was Delaney. She got every bit of that one. Short serve. Greta gets it up, and Jane throws it back left. This is going to come over to their right side, and she powered it through the block and cuts the lead to 3. This titanium team does not back down, as we've seen that in our earlier match with them. Greta will fight that one off, get some help from Reagan. And Jane will send that one into the back right corner. Nicely placed. And we'll be back to the start of the rotation as Allie will go back with the 4-point lead. She'll go down that right side. He's going to come over to the right side. Cross court. Caught Allie a little off guard. And that'll be a Titanium point. This one will pop at Reagan. She'll get it up to Allie. Allie a little tight to the net. And we'll see Titanium cut the lead down to 2. Girls need to close this up a little bit. Greta up to Allie. Allie to Kayla. Kayla powers it off the block. Just too strong as she tooled that right off the block and out of bounds. We should see Jane now back behind the line. Strong serve at the libero. Quick set to the middle. It's blocked by Cam. She goes up again, but this one goes over it. Jane up to Allie. Allie finds Greta. Libero fights it off. And they find that back right coffin corner. Holding on to the slim 2-point lead. Reagan gets that one up to Allie. Allie with the quick set to Cam. Cam, oh my God. Somehow played up and into the net. But wow, did Cam put a hit on that one. I felt bad for the Titanium girl. She didn't pass that. She just had that go off of her because that came at her in a hurry with a lot of heat on it. The lead is now 3, 16-13. And Cam will send it back middle to the libero. From the right side, blocked by Zoe Davis. Somehow played up, and they're going to give us that one. Cam will go right side, sprays a little bit. From behind the 10-foot line, just over the net. Nicely played by Greta as she was alert. Allie finds Kayla. Kayla finds the face of a defender and smashes that one into her. And it's 18-13. I do not see the set point, so I'm going to assume we'll go to 25. Quick set to the outside, blocked. Another one to the libero who cannot attack in front of the line. And then Greta with quite an acrobatic move on that one. She somehow kept herself from hitting the net and hitting the antenna with the ball and tooled that one off the block and down, and we're at 19-13. Cam goes back right, dumped over. Greta's got it. Allie back sets it to Kayla. Kayla goes down the line, and that's going to go out of bounds. Good effort. She got it around the block, just wasn't able to keep it in. Up ref is letting them know at the scorer's table. They got us at 29, not 19. Popped up by Chloe. Greta will send it cross court. Titanium plays it up back over to the right side and not able to make a play on it. And the Thunder first to reach 20 as we roll into the back third of set one here of the finals, up 20-14. That'll bring in Olivia. Olivia finds the net with it. We'll line up with the ball on the other side, up 5. Comes down the side. Delaney does a nice job of fighting through that one, but she'll find the net. And we'll line up and do it again. Reagan fights it off. Gets some help from her teammate, looked like Greta maybe. And then a nice kill from Delaney. Greta sends this one back right. Libero runs under it. I think I might have called that a lift, but the up ref let it go. Dumped over. Reagan's going to pick that one up, get it to Olivia, who will dump it. They're middle again with a throw, and they'll let that go. It is at the up ref's discretion, but when you put your hand under the ball and turn it over the top, that should be a lift or a throw, depending on how they want to call it. Great effort by Reagan, but unable to get that one to a teammate, and it's 21-18. That one's going to sail long as Reagan will watch that one go bye-bye. And the magic number's 3 with your number 26, Reagan, going back to serve. She'll send a screamer just over the net. Played from the right side, but not making it over. Reagan will go middle, seam right, and she'll get the ace, as that will spray off of them and hit the back wall. It's 24-18 now as it's set point. Reagan trying to close it out. She'll go at the libero in the middle. Dumped over. Reagan's got it up to Olivia, and Jane will push that one over with her left hand, and we regroup. Free ball over. Greta to Olivia. Back set to Delaney. Delaney tools it off the block. And we're done with set 1. That goes in the favor of your Rockwood Thunder as they take the 1-0 advantage. And we'll be back to bring you set 2 here shortly. Welcome back to set 2, Rockwood Nation, as your Thunder took the first set pretty convincingly. Could have been better. We're hoping for a 25-10 for this one, as Allie will get us started. Sprayed around, going to be a free ball. Greta's got it up to Allie. Allie to Cam, and the smash puts us up 1-0. Allie will go back right corner. Comes over to the right side. Allie has to play it, sends it all the way over. Titanium sends it too far, and Kayla actually cleaned that one up, but they called him for the double as it was. And that'll be a quick 2-0 lead. How about a lather, rinse, repeat, girls? Allie back right side. Setter's going to get this one over to the outside. Hits it through the block and down, and it's 2-1. Back at Reagan. Reagan will send that one up to Allie. Allie finds Jane. Jane finds a hole in the floor. Jane will go back to serve. Sends one deep middle. Setter had to run a long way to get that one. It's dumped over. Greta up to Allie. Feeds it back to Greta. She goes cross court and down. As that was a great cut by Greta. That one almost landed inside the 10-foot line. Right on the out-of-bounds line. Gives us that 4-1 lead. Jane's going to get called for the foot violation there. Short set, or serve, sorry. Reagan runs under it. And then she'll end up getting the free ball sent over. Quick set over to the right side. Big block by Greta. Jane will get that. Allie's going to feed it to Greta. She'll dump it over the block. Down ball. Nicely played by Jane. Allie gets it to Kayla. And Kayla finds the back right corner. She is obliterating that back right defender as she's found that corner multiple times. – 5-2 lead as Cam will put it in play. Cross court, great dig by Jane. Jane will send it forward. Allie. Back set to Kayla. Kayla tips it up and over the block, but out of bounds. Super impressive dig by Jane, as she is one of the taller girls on the team. Tough for her to get down for those, but she laid out and got that one up nicely. Reagan will help Jane out with that one. Gets it over to Greta. Greta, wide open court as she put that one down. Good out of system by Reagan. Wide open court, no block up, and she put it down in the back right corner. Brings us back to Olivia. 6-3 advantage for the Thunder. Down to just a couple matches left here, so the gym's quieting up a bit. And that serve will just sail a little bit too far to the right. Cuts the lead 6-4. That's going to sail out of bounds as the girls duck under that one. With Jane back there, she has to, if it's over her head, it is most likely going out of bounds. 7-4 the score, as Greta will send this one, unfortunately, into the net. This Titanium team in a must-win situation this set, trying to push us to a third. Delaney with a smash cross court. And they just haven't had an answer for our pins. Reagan will go back behind the service line, up 8-5. Sends a little screamer right over the net, played up by the Titanium team. Blocked. Cam tried to get her own rebound, unable to. And girls got a chuckle out of that one. Always nice to see them smile. They seem to play better when they're having a good time. Up ref says, I wasn't ready for that yet. So we'll redo that. No blood, no foul. Score still 8-6. Titanium serve. Jane gets it up to Olivia. Olivia finds Delaney. She powers it through the block. Titanium plays it up. Titanium blocked by Delaney. Stretches that lead up 3, 9-6. Back to the start of the rotation as Allie sends this one back left. From the right side, great dig by Greta. And that's going to sail long. Oh, and there's the thing you don't want to see between Jane and Reagan as they both kind of looked at each other, and that one went the seam between them and found the court. We haven't seen a whole lot of that. I don't think we'll see a lot more as these girls get to learn each other a little better. Right now, holding on to a 1-point lead as Reagan will run under that one, get it to Allie, and Kayla will get caught in the net, and we're tied at 9. And unfortunately, this is how we saw things go in the first match with them. Tight, like to see the girls get some separation here. Jane up to Allie. Allie's going to backset it to Jane, and she's going to just tip it up and over the block. And that will land. A good effort at trying to get a pancake, but it hit the court. Good call by the down ref and the up ref on that one. Jane goes short middle. Libero and setter bump into each other. And that'll land Jane another ace. Jane goes at the right side, sprayed all the way over. Setter's under it, gives it to her right side. That's going to hit the wall as that one sailed long and stretches the lead back to 3 here in set 2. If you're just joining us, we're in the finals. Rockwood won the first set by a good 5-7 or more. I can't remember exactly, but Jane's serve will find the net. We're in a little tighter one here in set 2. We are going to 25, best of 3, win by 2. Chloe gets that up to Allie, and Greta saw the opening and dumped that one over the block for an easy kill. Fives are wild as we see a handful of girls with 5 kills so far in this match. Cam will send that one just over, and it cleaned up nicely by Greta. Cam sends it back left through the hands. Up and a free ball coming as the libero sends it over. Chloe up to Allie. Quick set to Zoe. Zoe's going to send it too far. Look good, though. We like that. Keep doing that, girls. They'll start falling in. Zoe a little mad at herself for that one, as you can see. Chloe up to Allie. Feeds Greta. Greta with a heck of a cross court. And she's leading all this match so far with 7 kills. Olivia will go in the middle. Setter's going to push it to the outside, tipped over the block. Girls sprawl around for that one, unable to come up with it. Short serve. Reagan dives after it and then gets up and plays the ball over. But that one's going to come back into that coffin corner, unfortunately, and be a Titanium point and cut the lead to 2. It's 15-13. I had to tell you, I dive for one ball. It's going to be at least 3 points before I even get up, and Reagan did a good job of jumping up and playing that next one. Reagan will fight that one off, get a little help from Greta, and we'll free ball it over. That's going to sail long, no touch. And the up ref is saying, I don't care what the line judge said. There was no touch. Awards the point to your Rockwood Thunder. It's 16-13, much to the chagrin of the Titanium bench. Libero will send this one up over to the outside. Big swing, too big. As that one will find the back wall, and a 17-13 score as Greta will go back to serve another. Timeout by Titanium, as he doesn't want this to get too far away from him. Would love to see the girls do what we need them to do and keep that throttle down. Finish off this set and go home with the gold medal. Both teams come back on the court after that quick timeout. Up ref gives the whistle, says let's play ball. Greta's serve goes towards the right side, sprayed all the way over to the left. Setter's going to get it. Free ball from the right side, picked up by Reagan. Olivia finds Jane. And that's just not fair as she hammers that one down. Greta goes at that right side again. Quick set over to the outside. Big wind-up swing, and Greta unable to come up with it. And that goes all the way up into the fans section up on the top deck. And just like at Wrigley Field, or at Busch Stadium, better yet, they throw the ball back. Cannot keep it here. It's not a souvenir. You got to give it back to the court. Low driving serve. Greta gets a chain, tries to get back to it. Unable to, and we'll line up with a 3-point lead, 18-15. They tried to quick serve, and Olivia does a fantastic job of playing that off the net, and that goes down. And that'll be a Rockwood point, as Titanium was definitely expecting that to fall down, as Olivia made a great play off of the net there. Reagan with the 19-15 will get the ace. And we'll be the first to 20. And it's now a quick run to 5, and we go home as Reagan sends that one back right. Big swing. Reagan will get the dig on it. And Jane will send it into the back. Into the net, and a point for Rockwood. Reagan will find the net with that one. This one will come at Reagan. She'll get it nicely up to Olivia, who will find Jane. Jane's going to find that back right corner once again. Tying up Greta for 7 kills in this match against this Titanium team. We find ourselves all the way back around to the start of the rotation as Allie will come in to serve. Short middle, Libero ducks down to get it all the way over, and Reagan will play it up. And Allie finds Jane. Jane finds herself another mark on the kill category column. And we're up 23-16, timeout Titanium, their last timeout. 2 points away from putting some jewelry on these girls' necks. A little hardware would be nice to go home with in the first tournament of the year. Give these girls a little confidence rolling into the season. Seeing a lot of smiles in the huddle over there. And like I said, it's always good to see them enjoying themselves. I feel like when they play a little bit looser like that, they seem to do a lot better. And the up ref now ready to go. Allie goes to the right side. From behind the 10-foot line, Libero puts it in play. Greta up to Allie. Allie's going to feed Jane, and they're going to give it to us as Allie rolled all the way under the net. And I'm sure the Titanium team not happy with that, but Jane will land another kill. She's one shy of 2 handfuls for this match. Allie with a screamer. Libero plays it up from the outside. That never made it over the net. They're going to say we blocked it. Cam does a good job of playing it, and Kayla sends that one, played up by the Libero. Tipped over the block. Allie has to play it. Reagan gets the out assist to Jane. Jane with the kill, and Jane will go home with 2 handfuls as that'll do it for us. And the girls will get some hardware, and we'll get a quick interview with all the girls here just briefly, and then they'll get their ceremony. So, hey, thanks for joining us. The girls are going to go home victorious as the gold champions. We'll see you next weekend. Test, test. Test, test.
Well, you got a lot going on there.
Good, how are you? Luke, I'm Jay. You guys won yours, right?
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks. Good little day.
A little hardware for both teams. All right, y'all got to get back a little bit.
Okay, I thought the camera was confused. Oh yeah, I'll go low.
All right, we got the whole. All right, we got the whole team here for a post-game interview, girls. Congratulations, you're going home with some hardware. How's that feel? I got to say, as we rolled through the day, you guys seemed to get more and more
Me too.
relaxed. You seem to get together a lot more, have a lot of confidence. What made the light switch just flip on for you girls today?
We were a little scared that Gabby was gonna make us run.
I did hear the threat. I also heard the threat about having to eat those nasty hot pepper candies too. That would make me win. But hey, the first tournament of the season for you girls as a group. What do you have to say for all your fans out there in the Rockwood Nation as you bring home your gold medals?
We love you. For watching.
Way to go, girls. We're so proud of you. We look forward to a lot more to come this season, and thanks for joining us out there. We're going home gold winners!
Hell yeah! Put it in my mouth. Thank you.
Thanks.
That was awesome.
Team page.
Bye. You ready, Libby Lou? No, respectfully. Or you want to drive home? Or you want me to drive? I don't care. It don't matter to me. I don't know. You're off. I have a whole chicken at home.
Does anyone see a black
A lot of times I think
Carson, make sure we have the step pad.
Is it Mom? Wow. We have time to go home already.